Welcome back to Foundation Physical Therapy's YouTube channel. We're going to do a quick screen, super quick screen. This is by no means everything that's necessary to make sure that you have a stable shoulder blade, but what this is just if you can pass these things, then you can at least get started. If you didn't pass these things, then you have to explore a little further into why you don't have the appropriate mobility to get into these postures. And I would urge you to correct that before you start any real intense shoulder strengthening or upper body strengthening program, because you're just asking for problems in the shoulder. In a previous video, we stated that we would give you a link to a video showing you how to check your scapular stability. This is it. There's basically two things you're going to do to do this. One is on hands and knees, and then the other one is up against the wall. So we'll get right to it. You'll probably need somebody to let you know if you passed or failed, or if you don't have anybody around or you don't trust the person telling you failed, then you can set up your phone, kind of film you doing it, and then make sure that you see these parameters. So first thing we're going to do is you're going to get down in this position and you're going to place your elbows in front of your knees. Now, if this position is difficult because of knee pain or hip pain, you can modify it to seated here and here. If you can get into the lower position, then you definitely should. So again, we start out here. When I get in this position, I'm going to place this hand behind my head. My first step is to try to keep this left elbow on the ground and get my right elbow up as high as I can get it. What I'm trying to do is get into a position where everything is in line, meaning I can make a straight line from my right elbow to my right shoulder to my left shoulder, and everything is in a straight line. To do that lets me know that the shoulder blade has set back into the appropriate position. So you'd get here, here, see if you passed or failed, come back to the other side, here, see if you passed or failed. You may find that one side only gets to here, and it's a broken line. I would say that's a fail, and that requires more exploration as to why you can't get into that position. So let's say you go through both of them, right? You can get into that position here, straight line across, elbow, shoulder, shoulder. I come here, straight line across, elbow, shoulder, shoulder. I'm good. I can go on to the next quick assessment, which is here. I get up against the wall and I pull my legs up like this, and I'm trying to get my back as flat against this wall as I can. Okay, now without arching my back and really sticking out my chest, I keep everything flat. I go elbow, elbow at about shoulder level, then I try to get to wrist and wrist. And here it's very easy to lose contact with the wall, and then it's very easy to get get my hands against the wall. What some of you might find is that when you try to get your back against the wall, it does this. When you try to get your hands against the wall, your back does this. That's also a mobility problem that requires further exploration. That's also a good indicator you should hold off on any kind of strengthening program and fix that mobility. But if you can get here, then what we're trying to do is slide these hands up so that the elbows get to about ear level or at least higher than the shoulder, and see if you can hold that for 5 to 10 seconds. I would try to get to the point where I could do this, a 5-second hold for about 20 repetitions or so before I really start any intense overhead strengthening. If you're skipping this stuff and going straight into strengthening, you're basically trying to build strength on top of poor mobility, and what you're growing or what you're building is dysfunction. So try this out. This is our quick screen for shoulder stability. We'll have more stuff like this for different areas and different joints of the body. If this is of use to you, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Feel free to share these videos with whoever you see fit. And remember that movement is a gift.